It's about time, bitch.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
Rowena Whey. It's Troy.
What's going on here?
Just a whole lot of celebrity.
Pause for applause. Hello, sweeties, and welcome
to... God, hello! And welcome to What's the Maple Tea? The live broadcast podcast where we interrupt each other and talk about everything RuPaul's Drag Race, Canada's Drag Race, and Kingston Drag. Because we are Kingston bound.
Royalty.
Kingston royalty. Sorry, yes.
I have bequeathed myself to the city of Kingston.
So what is your royal title?
My royal title is Queen of Compost.
You heard it here first. She is the Queen of Earthworms, the Queen of Decomposition, the Queen of Compost.
Queen bitch. Queen bitch.
Oh, you're Queen bitch or my Queen bitch?
I think I'm Queen bitch.
You're Queen bitch. Nice. Yeah. I'm Queen of Wheat, apparently. I mean, I already have a title. That's my title.
I'm like, wait a minute here.
Wait, can you be Queen bitch and I'll be Queen cunt?
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I want to be Queen of vodka. But I don't know. Queen.
She's the potato queen.
The potato queen. Gardening drag queen. Gardening drag queen.
She's
exactly
the spud queen.
Spud. And she's the queen of hops. And
the hops and fermentation and
libations and
yeast.
Poor choices. Making out with a guy who tastes like beer and cigarettes.
Wait, I was making out with myself? I don't taste like cigarettes. That's not true.
That's not true.
I do occasionally taste like beer, including right now while I drink beer.
What are you drinking?
So I'm breaking my trend today, and I am drinking a different beer. I'm drinking Lemon Wheat, which is a new beer drag queen collab. There are now 2 drag queen collaborations.
Here, let's bring the, because it's getting too shiny on your lights.
Too shiny
on your lights. So.
Shiny.
And we're not being sponsored by this, so why am I fucking doing this anyway?
Because we're supporting queer organizations, and Lemon is for the month of Pride is going to be in LCBOs with Rainbow Railroad. So I mean, I think that's good to import.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Rainbow Railroad logo right at the top there.
I think it's important to support other organizations, but I mean, Queen of Wheat is still in LCBOs, and it's there all the time. Okay. Not just Pride.
Push it a little. There we go. Oh. There's too much. It's too much brightness.
There.
No.
It's
too much brightness.
God,
Oh no. No. Wait. Do I have a banner or something? Oh no, I do have this. Rowena Whey, Queen of Wheat.
I just think it's important that we note that the only beers that we should be drinking as queer individuals over the summer are ones that support queer organizations. Thank you.
But yeah. So it's actually palatable.
It's drinkable. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite flavor, but it's nice and light, and I'm sure it's refreshing on a nice hot day. It's a little lukewarm, so it's probably not as good as it should be.
You didn't have much time in the freezer.
No, I really didn't. I should throw that one in the freezer.
You know, we should. I wonder, because they now make all these cocktails out of beers and stuff like that.
Beer cocktails, yeah.
Beer cocktails. So I'm wondering if there's like, we can come up with some sort of concoction.
I had a Queen of Wheat mimosas for
Queen of Wheat mimosas?
for New Year's. That was my New Year's cocktail. It was delicious. Peach schnapps, orange juice, and beer. Yeah.
I was like, I don't think we can call this a mimosa. It sounds more like
It's a
shanty or
beer
something.
cocktail.
A
Beer cocktail. Yes.
Sangria, not really sangria.
Something like that.
Sounds like a mimosa. Yeah, you go with mimosa. You go.
Like sangria.
So
Sure,
my name
there's a
is
song
Miss
there.
Tyffanie Morgan.
Oh, have we not done that yet?
I don't know if we have. I don't know if we have.
Her name is Tyffanie Morgan, and my name is Rowena Whey, and we are your hostesses with the mostesses. One of us with the cream filling, one of us with the chocolate filling, and
With the cream filling and one stuffed with the cream filling.
yeah. And we host What's the Maple Tea every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We've just come off a very long vacation of like 3 weeks. We went 3 weeks without an episode.
So it's not really every Tuesday, but most
Tuesdays.
Yeah. And we kind of do like a little Kiki live event.
Little
here.
Kiki, and then we go home, and then we individually do our own little kai-kais, and then we come back.
Yeah, and then I make this into a podcast, and we put it on themapletea.ca.
And also streaming platforms everywhere. If you're just joining us for the first time, we are about to start reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 7, the All-Winners Queen of Queens edition.
Queen of Queens. That's the title, right? They're going to win the Queen of Queens?
Isn't that a TV show? No, it's King of Queens. King of Queens.
Oh my God, please don't tell me that that's a reference to that. I don't think it is.
No, I think
please
that
don't tell me.
RuPaul is just running out of things, and she's just trying to...
It's hard because like you and I have joked about this, but like you have to put drag and queen or drag in every title of any kind of show, just to be like, oh, so that those who are new to it, they're like, oh, that's a drag show.
It has to have drag in it, otherwise people don't know it's a drag show. It's really sad.
You know, I always put that on my poster. I'm like, when I was
Drag
doing
show?
the show, a drag show at the, like subtitles. But now I'm like, maybe I should just had it in every single like right part of the title there.
Really,
sort of
it should
thing.
be drag show, disco, drag show, country, drag show, pop music. Like,
It's making me cringe. It's making me cringe. I'm like, I want some uniqueness. to
people
it.
always ask me when I'm doing shows at new bars and new places, they're always like, oh, we need like a punny title. And I always try and come up with something new, but really I should just reuse the same title over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the one that I came up with, though, for Daft Brewing in June, because Daft's logo is a flamingo. And so I called the show A Flamboyance of Drag. It's so good.
You have got to stop hanging out with that one crazy dad joking friend of yours.
That's me. I'm the crazy dad joking friend. Who are we kidding?
I'm like, oh my God. That explains why all your friends are crazy dad joking people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. As I
was
like
like-
to say, my two types of humor are dad jokes and sex jokes. And sometimes I do sexy dad jokes, or as I like to call them, daddy jokes.
Daddy jokes. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Also, there was a comment that I'm like, I'm the queen of Big Tomato.
Oh, you are
Big
the tomato queen.
energy. Big tomato. Oh, wait. Do I have that?
BTE. Big tomato energy.
Yeah, there's my little magnet. My little magnet. Big tomato. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like if you don't understand anything we're talking about, you probably just need to go back and listen to the last 40-some episodes of Maple Tea that we've recorded.
This is episode 50.
This is... Congratulations!
Congratulations.
We can retire now.
We could.
We can retire now. So RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 7 started this past Friday. It airs on Paramount Plus, but who the fuck watches it there?
Wasn't it 2 Fridays?
No, it was last Friday.
Because there's 2 episodes already.
But it was last Friday.
Oh.
Both of them aired the same day.
What? Okay, that
Yeah,
explains everything.
yeah.
That explains everything. Okay.
So, as Tiff said, they aired 2 episodes of this season, and it airs on Crave in Canada, just in case you were in Canada and you're watching this.
And if you accidentally also pay for Out TV, because it's on there too.
It's also on OTV. I haven't figured out where Untucked is yet, though.
It's probably just on Paramount.
Fuck that.
Or do they even have an Untucked?
There is. Untucked happened to
Oh,
be...
yes, you told me that.
Yeah, I told you the thing about the signing the wig, which we can talk about. But, like, so All Stars 7 is a unique season of Drag Race because not only is it the All Stars, the best of the best from RuPaul's Drag Race, it's also only queens who have previously won a season of Drag Race. So we have winners from the original seasons, we have winners from All Stars, and we have a winner from Drag Race UK.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we almost had an Emmy winner.
That was the lamest.
It was cute.
It was so
cute.
lame.
It was adorable, cute. Although when she walked in, I was like, Isis Couture, is that you?
See, I thought it was Valentina. It's me, Valentina.
I was like, oh my God, it's Isis Couture. What?
Oh my God, it's Isis Couture, winner of Canada's Drag Race Season 2. And possibly some placement in Canada versus the world.
Don't be ruining it for people. Don't be ruining it for people.
Am I ruining things already? So it's a brand new season of Drag Race, and we are back again to review and discuss with you all of our thoughts because we are the experts on drag here in Kingston. Not cis white gays. Just these cis white gays.
Just these cis white gays, yeah. We know it all.
Mm-hmm.
So who's, let's just go through who's all in
Let's
it.
go through this. So from season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race, we have...
Oh, you're going to go by the season?
Yeah, we
Okay.
have Raja,
Mm-hmm.
which you have not watched.
No, but I'm thinking I need to.
You need to watch at least season 5, but season 3 would be good as well. Because then you get Raja, Alexis, and Manila, and that's a good season.
Okay.
But, like, season 5 is one of, hands down, the best seasons of Drag Race ever. Period. Jinx Monsoon, Alyssa Edwards, Coco Montrese, Detox, Roxy Andrews. I mean, Alaska Thunderfuck. You gotta watch it.
And then from season
5, Jinx Monsoon.
Oh, I love Jinx.
Also known as My Choice to Win.
I love Jinx. I started following her on Instagram, and I'm like, holy fuck, she's all over the place. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I think she's a bit of a gamer, which kind of, I'm like,
Is that a
well,
bad thing?
Well, I judge the gamers.
You judge the gamers.
I judge the gamers.
I'm not a gamer. I play video games, but I'm not a gamer. So from season...
Oh, so that was 5.
Yeah, 5.
And then there's a season 9.
11. Oh, who won season 9?
Trinity the Tuck.
No. She won All-Stars
But she was
4.
from season 9.
Yes, but she won All-Stars 4 with Monet Exchange. They split that win. They're both on this season. From season 11, Evie Oddly. From season 13, Jada Essence Hall. From All-Stars 5, Shea Coulee.
She's not even reading this off this page.
No, I just know it. And from Drag Race UK season 1, The Vivian. Did I miss anyone?
All right, so you said Evie Oddly, Trinity the Tuck, The Vivian, Shea Coulee, Raja, Monet Exchange, Jinx Monsoon.
Nope, got them all.
Jada Essence Hall. Yep, you're good.
See, expert. So I'm really excited for Jinx because she is a standout from all the seasons for me. I even went to see her Christmas special with Ben de la Creme this past winter.
Well, oh, I can imagine that was a fucking hoot.
It was so good, so good. Plus, she's just an incredible singer, incredible performer. But I'm also cheering for Shea Coulee because I think Shea is one of the hands down best queens we've ever had on Drag Race in overall performance. She can do everything, and she really is Slay Coulee.
Slay Coulee. What do we got a comment here? So Monet and Jinx for the win. Jinx will be the queen of queens. Oh.
So let's talk about the structure of this season.
Okay, what is the structure of this? What are we talking about?
So
Are we talking
early
about-
on in episode 1, we find out that no queens
Oh.
will be eliminated this season. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. I think that was the best move ever.
I agree.
I think it was the best move ever. You are going to get them all playing off each other. You're gonna have like a full, like, it's not suddenly at the end of the season. Well, you're still gonna have your top 4 at the end of the season,
Or top 2 or top 3 or whatever they decide
it is,
to do.
you know. But you're gonna have great entertainment. That's what I'm wanting.
Well, and you get the
Is
best
entertainment.
of these queens. You don't
Yeah.
just get them in that one challenge
oh.
before they go home.
No one's going home and no chocolate.
Well, I mean, we've got the Melanin Dynasty in this season.
Melanin?
It's what they call themselves.
Oh,
Shea Coulee, Monet Exchange, Evie Oddly, Jada Essence Hall.
they call themselves the What is
Melanin.
Melanin. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Anyways, they
I was like, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So some chocolate. But so no one's going home. And I do think that means that we will get to see everything that these queens can do. We get to see their comedy chops, their sewing chops, their acting chops, their performing chops. Like, we get to see it all. And really, as a winner, that's what you want. You want to come back and showcase your talent. You don't want to come back and get eliminated first episode and go home.
You know, I'm kind of nervous for the queens who won later seasons. Like, they only have like 2-3 years under their belt, because these older queens, they have
bring it.
their shit together.
Especially like Jada, because she won during the pandemic.
Well, she's a bit of an older, she's a bit of an older queen, and she's been doing the circuit for a long time. Well, yeah, it's really nice that they got into that storyline too. That, well, I was like, Jada, fuck, why are you turning on the waterworks already?
Because she wants the sob story.
I want this. I want to be the first sob
A producer probably came in and just started plucking hairs out of her leg. Be like, cry, bitch, cry, bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, you got a nose hair, you got a nose hair. Oh, there we go.
Oh, guaranteed to make me cry. Guaranteed.
And yeah, it was interesting because she's like I didn't really blah 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 blah. There was no crowning ceremony because it was interesting because they started off, because they're like, the first few seasons they didn't have the big old ball
No, they did not.
for the finale. They just, like, it was just a runway and here's your crown sort of thing. So yeah, just like Canada's drag.
Just like Canada's. So we also find out that the top 4 of this season will eventually compete in a Lollapalooza lip sync smackdown for the crown. So
Which that's not different than anything else.
it's not, but not every season of All Stars has done this. And also, who competes will be determined based on how well they do in each challenge. So track record means something, people. Finally, track record means something.
Yeah, they get the Peter bulge. Oh wait, no.
Did you say bulge? Peter bulge. Who is Peter, and how can I find his bulge?
You know what? I think sex must be on my mind because I was walking home. Sorry, this is sideline.
Is it because I'm
sideline.
wearing a see-through tank top?
No. This was before that. I'm walking home, and then I see something in the gutter, and it wasn't my face, but I saw something in the gutter, and I was like, who would throw away a perfectly good jockstrap? Because that was the first thing in my mind.
Are you sure it was a perfectly good jockstrap?
And it wasn't even a jockstrap.
Oh.
And then I'm like, oh, Tyffanie, what's going on here? What's going on here, Tyffanie? Why are you seeing jockstraps when there's no jockstraps?
Remind me to go to Pleasure Island and buy you a vibrator sometime
Pleasure
soon.
Island.
Pleasure Island.
We got a comment here. What does this comment say? Can we also talk about RuPaul Big Brother for... Oh.
Did you hear about this? I heard about this today.
I think
it
was
is
last
rumored.
night.
It is not confirmed. We don't know. Wait, there's a rumored cast out?
Rumored cast looks great.
Okay, well, we'll have to take a look at that after. We have not looked
No.
at the rumored cast. I do know that this is rumored, that there will be an all drag queen Big Brother. And really, if they were going to do all drag queen, they should do all drag, not just all drag queen, because then you'll get even more drama. You get all the cattiness, all the bitchiness, and then the drag king sitting there going, what the fuck is wrong with these bitches?
Okay, another side tangent. Yeah, who would we want to see in that cast?
Oh my gosh,
I would want to see. I would want to see.
I want to see Tyra Sanchez.
Oh, Got Mick.
Really? Got Mick?
I think Got Mick has a little bit of a shady kind of like.
I mean, she does.
And
Oh my-
flirtatious side too. So you may have like some of that, like, oh, what the hell's going on here?
I want Kimchi. Kimchi to be on it. Hell yes, Kimchi. She's so funny and also just so desperately mean, and it's great.
We need some hotheads though too.
We
need
do.
to have.
We need like the Vixen.
Ooh.
Do you remember the Vixen?
No.
Oh, the Vixen is a hothead for sure.
Well, I was like Vanjie. I'm thinking we need
Vanjie.
some
Vanjie. Oh, Vanjie will be on it for sure.
Ahura. We got a Ahura. Oh.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
some
fun.
British ones would be fun.
If I can just listen to their accents all day long, I'm happy.
Willem. Come on.
Willem will never be on something produced by RuPaul. It will not happen. Sorry.
No, that bridge has been burned and
That bridge has been destroyed. Destroyed.
and buried. It will never be resurrected.
Let's
ever
just put
again.
all the pork chops on that season. That's the all pork chop season.
Oh my god! And then
That'd be great.
And then what would the challenges be?
Oh, goodness. It's probably just stupid Big Brother challenges, but in drag. I don't want them to be drag specific. I want it to be a Big Brother show
Yeah.
and then
yeah.
drag. Do these queens have to be in drag 24/7?
No.
Because that's just like skin damage waiting to happen.
No, they wouldn't be. No, they would do the Big Brother thing. They'd be on cameras all week long, and then there would be this challenge at the end of the week that they would film, and they'd probably be in drag for it or something. I don't know.
I've never watched an episode of Big Brother, but I would watch this season. And apparently it's supposed to be on Netflix.
Like, I keep. What?
Yeah, Netflix.
What?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know. Anyways, back to
I'm like
season 7.
I want it on some website where I have to pay $2.99 a minute.
Grindr. It's sponsored by Grindr.
After my grinder.
Oh wait, I was gonna say Pornhub and then I said Grindr, but whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Pornhub.
Okay, back to season 7.
Season 7.
All-Stars.
So, the top 2 of each week of each challenge will get awarded a badge called a Legendary Legends Star. Seriously, that's what we name it.
The more you know. It should have just been a Peter badge. Fuck.
It really should have a Peter badge, or at least like.
Oh, they probably weren't able to do that because that's a BBC thing. That's probably
Right.
They should just said they should have just had RuPaul cookies.
They should have called it a
Christmas
Star,
ornaments.
a Roof Star,
Christmas ornaments, RuPaul Christmas ornaments,
or
They
like
should
an
have
All-Star badge, or something like Legendary Legends Star. Whatever. So, and then the 2 top queens will lip sync for the opportunity to block one of the other competing queens from being able to win a Legendary Legend Star
in the
the next week,
Yeah.
which we see happen.
And whoever has the most stars, the top 4 of them, will do the. Yeah, exactly.
We'll do the lip sync smackdown for the crown.
Yeah.
It's all very exciting. I think that this is going to be a really entertaining season to watch.
Yeah, it's getting the entertainers, like the queens there, they're like, oh, how would you do the strategy? How would you, you know, and there's lots of questions like, how would you do it? What would you do?
Are there alliances? We'll never know. Maybe we'll talk about it in a little bit.
Oh, but my name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
And my name is Rowena Whey.
And you're listening to What's the Maple Tea?
What's the maple tea?
What's the Maple Tea?
Right now I'm drinking lemon tea wheat.
It's now ASMR. Rowena's drinking your beer. There we go. You'll give me all your money.
Rowena's e-transfer is ROWENAWHEY@gmail.com.
It may tickly. All right, back to the
Back to the show. So, in true RuPaul's Drag Race fashion, we start out this episode. No, we don't. I was thinking of episode 2. Episode 1, we started with the queens meeting the one and only Naomi Campbell.
Oh dear Lord, yes, that's right.
1, how does she still look so good?
2, how is she still physically alive?
And 3, Shea Coulee's reaction to meeting Naomi Campbell was so precious.
It's surprising to think, like, you know, because you have to think back in the 80s, because Shea Coulee was yeah. Anyway, I won't say how old
90s. We'll say 90s.
Yeah, well,
we know Naomi is a 90s supermodel. She is one of the supermodels from the supermodel era of the 90s.
Well, I think anyway, in my mind, supermodel era started in the late 80s and went all through the 90s kind of thing. But yeah, okay. Oh, sure. Yeah. So there, yeah, like when we think about queer culture and stuff like that in the 90s, there was only so many queer icons out there. You know, RuPaul being one of them, because she had just come out with her supermodel work girl.
She had her Viva Glam campaign with Mac. She was just kind of blowing up.
But there was only so many icons, and that I think was very true as well for the Black community as well, right?
I mean, even more so for the Black community, because it's so much harder to be a queer person and be a person of color than it is just to be a queer person.
Yeah. But you being a queer person and then seeing this devastating model on fashion runways in Europe, London, Paris, Milan, New York, like, you know, it's like
Milan, darling, Milan.
If you watch Paris is Burning, because like that whole supermodel kind of vibe started. No, it started in the 80s.
It was the 80s.
It
It started in the the fashion houses were starting to get really big in the 80s with all of the culture surrounding it and voguing and ball culture, but
yeah, and voguing kind of came out of fashion runway, sort of, you know, like dun, 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 dun,
it's all about
dun,
presentation.
Dun, dun. Yeah. So
really ninja.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah,
Shea Coulee, Naomi Campbell.
Shea was like, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that is how I would react if I ever saw Elton John in person. I might actually cry, and then he'd probably look at me and be like, "What's wrong with you?"
This is his last tour.
Oh, they always say that. I saw him on his last tour. I saw Cher on her last tour. Yeah.
Do they still own the cottage? Any gays out there, do they still own the cottage near here? Let's start stalking. Okay, I'll edit that out of the podcast.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
I'm too lazy.
Too lazy. Also, you would say it to their faces, so...
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So, the queens got the chance to walk for Naomi Campbell and get commentary on their runway walks. And, I mean, other than the fact that it was kind of cute to see them all walk their runways and see their do little things, highlight for me was Monet Exchange being told that she shouldn't do that thing with her feet, where she's like tap 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 tap. I thought that was fun.
Oh, she was tapping her feet when she was walking down?
Yeah, when she got to the end, rather than just posing and like moving her hips, she would like wiggle her feet from side to side and then go to the next direction. So she never actually stopped and presented. She was always moving.
I learned something new today too.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your catwalk walk. Oh my God, we had a show on Sunday,
if I don't fall
a brunch, and at the end when we did our curtain call, all of the queens did somersaults. Tyffanie, though, did a sausage roll, and it was great.
Is that the technical term, Rowena?
I don't know.
Sausage roll.
I don't know what it's called, but I like it.
I was stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. And the funny thing is, I got so much momentum that I couldn't stop at the subway.
Oh
I'm like, am I going downhill? I don't understand what's going on
I
here.
don't think the Holiday Inn is on a slant,
And-
but you were going towards the water.
And Octavia was like, it was just laughing her ass off because she was right there, and I'm like, stop me.
That was a great show. I really enjoyed having Octavia, Holly, and JD down to Kingston.
Yeah.
Should have them back some point.
And they will be in Napanee.
They will be in Napanee for June 4th for Napanee Pride. Get your tickets now. Dragshow.ca. Dragshow.ca.
And there's lots of room for the all ages.
All ages. Bring your kitties.
Yep.
I'll be performing socially appropriate song.
We will all be.
Yes, we
doing
will be.
socially appropriate
Yes.
songs. Yes.
And age appropriate, I guess.
Yeah. And then on the adult show,
And then we drink.
then we drink, and then we get very inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Oh, I have a little side story. We are going to have our own pit crew.
Oh my God, in underwear?
No, they have said no to the underwear.
Oh.
But they will at least be shirtless and in like cowboy cut jeans.
I
Not
love
cut
it.
off, cut jeans. They're
Cut
just
jeans,
cut.
yeah.
Because, some straight guys, they want to cover their entire leg sort of thing,
I mean, show a little leg. Shimmy your chest.
Make a few dollars.
It's a life. It's a style.
I'm like, make a few dollars. Goodness sakes. Anyway.
Anyway, back to All-Star 7. So, Shea Coulee had a breakdown on the runway because Naomi told her that she was perfect. And
You're perfect. You're beautiful. You're Linda Evangelista.
You're a model.
You're a model.
Yeah. But moving on from that,
What was it? What was the last challenge? I don't know what's going on.
the challenge in the first episode was that they had to choreograph and perform written lyrics. So they had to write their own lyrics to RuPaul's new song Legends.
Oh, that's right. And then do group choreo.
Group choreo, which was choreographed by Shea Coulee.
God bless her.
I
No,
know, right?
there was so many cooks in the
Everyone.
kitchen. But
Everyone.
do you,
Oh my God, Too Many Cooks. I watched a song called Too Many Cooks for like 10 minutes after that. And I blame, I blame my friend. Fuck you.
fuck
If you're
you,
watching,
friend.
fuck you. Because I can't get it out of my head. And it's so
Can't get you
demented.
out of my
Adult
head.
Swim. Have you ever seen Too Many Cooks by Adult Swim?
Like the TV channel?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, go on YouTube and watch it after this.
No.
And then thank
No.
me. And by
No.
thank me, I mean curse my
No,
name.
you just want me to be as tortured as you are.
That's exactly right. I want us both to have the same tortured past so that we can have shared lived experiences. We can talk to our shared therapist. We'll split the cost.
Oh my God, we're not even through the first episode. It's already 33 minutes.
Haha, it's a double episode.
Well, anyway.
We should
So-
do the little breaky thingy in the middle with our cut music, our fun music. I don't know what it's called. The stinger. We should do the stinger in the middle of this episode.
Are we done? Are we gonna jump into the second? No,
We haven't even
can't.
talked
We
about
haven't
who
even
won.
talked Yeah,
I am sorry, everybody.
oh God.
This is what happens when we're in the same room together.
Yeah, we totally get lost.
We get very lost.
And I'm like, excuse me, can I just have a tangent? Yeah. no.
Dazed and confused.
So the winner.
Do we want to talk about the song at all?
I'm
No?
vaguely trying to remember the song.
I don't really remember any verses, although Monet slayed. Monet's verse was like on point.
Yeah.
And she looked really good with her little pussycat wig and her like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat outfit. People who like Mortal Kombat will know and will understand and appreciate that reference.
So there were three of them that they mentioned that I was like, yeah, that's Monet was one of them.
Yep. Shay was another one.
Trinity and Shay.
Yeah. Trinity looked gorgeous.
Now, who had the pixie wig?
Ooh, fun fact. Pixie wig was Monet. Fun fact. Shea Coulee, Trinity the Tuck, and Monet Exchange, the top three, all wore outfits designed by the same designer in LA, who I follow on Instagram. And I love his designs. And I would buy them if I could afford them. He designs for female wrestlers.
Yeah. Oh, that explains everything then. Yeah. Don't get me going down that tangent because like like a lot of these outfits in the All Stars, which I'm like, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. But I'm getting the impression that a lot of them, other than out of a few queens, are labels. Labels have reached out to these queens and said, "I want you in my outfit."
Yep.
And you know, it's great. That's a great thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but then you have queens who, you know labels are like knocking on their doors, and they're still going to have to do twice or three times or 10 times the amount of work than someone who's just like, here's this label I made for you.
I'm sorry, everyone. I know I'm biased, but Queen of Wheat is better.
Yeah.
Just like the first taste, I just like taste. It's just so much smoother. The flavors blend better. And also, Queen of Wheat, it just won gold medal for like best beer in Canada. So
Wait, what did I just talk about labels? Vodka company, undisclosed company out there. You need my face on your bottle.
do you want to know why I'm doing so many shows in Picton?
Why?
It's so that I can get in contact with the winery so that one of them will put a wine with my name on it. That's my secret plan. Secret plan. If you own a winery in Picton, please tell me so that I can come and harass you to put a wine named Rowena.
Excuse me, everyone. I'm going to leave this room for about 10 minutes, slash a few tires, and come back.
I didn't drive here. What are you talking about? That's not my car.
I'm like, I got to slash a few tires. All right. So apparently we
Bust the windows out your car.
I think that Mill Street is a little bit of truth serum there, Rowena. I'm thinking you got to be careful of that lemon wheatgrass stuff.
I mean, I think it might be a little truth serum. I'm being very honest today, aren't I?
I'm like that was just like we never talk about our plans of taking over the world normally on radio.
Did I ever tell you that I was voted in grade 12 most likely to take over the world?
I am not surprised.
I know, right?
I'm not surprised.
Right? So just so you know, if I'm ever ruler of the world, someone predicted it. I won't be, because that sounds like a lot of work, and I don't like it. What were we talking about? The top two of this challenge were Monet Exchange and
Oh, do you not
Shea
remember?
Coulee. Shea Coulee and Monet
Oh,
Exchange.
do you not remember that from
No,
the top of your
I
mind?
remember.
Yeah.
Shea Coulee and Monet Exchange, and they lip synced to Old MacDonald by Aretha Franklin. I was living. I loved
Aretha
it.
Franklin, or
Wasn't it Aretha?
Ella Fitzgerald?
No, Ella Fitzgerald. Sorry. Yes, you're right. So I thought that was an amazing choice for a lip sync because, one, it's ridiculous. And two,
I know.
you have to know your fucking words.
Well, you have to be confident too to be able to do something like that, because that's so out of the norm. Like it's not like some big it's not like a dramatic ballad. It's not some dance routine.
Nope.
It was a lot of attitude.
It was a lot of attitude, a lot of like random movements by a few of them, and
Yeah.
I loved it.
I was also kind of like wondering, I'm like, okay, so the first, like, how many episodes is going to be in
We
this?
don't know.
Okay, so
It
let's
could
just
be
say
as many as they want.
the first 50% of them, I'm pretty sure is probably going to be like no rights. Like
Maybe, yeah.
like, they're going to be like no rights music because they need to save all that money for the winners.
Yes. Well, I mean, the prize money for this season's insane. It's $200,000
$200,000 for the Queen of Queens.
and $10,000 tip for the winner of each episode.
Yeah, because do they both get? No,
only the winner of the lip sync
the
gets
winner of
10,000.
lip syncs got 10,000.
Know your words or walk to the back of the stage. That's exactly correct. If you don't know a line, just walk to the back of the stage where they can't see your mouth and
Orange Peaches Melons.
just hide.
Oh, did Monet have a wig issue in this one?
It did slip back a little bit. It looked a little weird.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, because in my mind I'm like, it could be anyone. It could be, and then I'm like, I think she had a little wig slip, which they edited it
A little bit, but Shay's outfit was gorgeous.
Well, it moved well.
It moved really well. It was colorful, and she looked good in it. I mean, it kind of swallowed her a little bit, but I really liked it.
Yeah.
And she did a good job on the lip sync.
And she won.
And she won. And she chose to block with the golden plunger.
That is just ridiculous.
Camp. It's pure camp.
It is
It's pure camp.
Yeah, yeah.
She chose to block Trinity the Tuck.
Now, Shay doesn't say why. She hasn't gone into details as to why she chose.
She did. She said it was because she knows that she's competition and she has experience with her from season 9. Because they were both on season 9.
Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, I probably would have blocked Trinity, or, I mean, a smart person would have blocked Jinx, but Trinity is a threat. Like, she's a very talented queen.
Mm-hmm.
We know that she can do everything now that she's found her comedy chops. So I think it was a good choice.
Yep.
Yeah. So moving on to episode 2, because we got back-to-back episodes.
I don't know why. I'm like, let's hurry up, because I'm like, I wanted to, like,
I want to talk
who
about
cares
Snatch Game.
who cares about the first episode? I don't even remember the fucking song. I don't remember any of it. It was all about Snatch Game.
Okay, so insert stinger here. Da, 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 da. I don't know what our theme music is.
Dun,
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 dun, dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, dun, dun.
What she said. Okay, so episode 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 7 was Snatch Game. And we know that this is going to be a good Snatch Game because we have former winners of Snatch Game: Jinx Monsoon, Shea Coulee, Trinity the Tuck, Monet Exchange, the Vivian. Like, I mean, I don't think Monet won. Did Maya Angelou win? I don't remember.
I don't know. Does it say in the thing here? Let me check.
We also have people who fucked up their Snatch Games. Jada Essence Hall and Evie Oddly. Raja's was fine. She did Tyra Banks, and it was interesting. Interesting. But at the beginning of this challenge, this episode, we actually had the reading challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Jinx Monsoon really just dug into Raja. She's like, Roger. She had like 3 reads for Raja.
I just love that comedy. It's hearts to like older kind of, anyway.
I love the Jada Essence Hall. Look over there.
Oh, yeah.
It's the exit.
Did she win?
She did win the reading challenge, yes.
See, they don't even list it here on this website.
Tyffanie, just for all you listeners out there, can never remember what happened in the episodes, so she uses her Wikipedia cheat sheet, and Wikipedia is failing her.
Yeah, it doesn't even talk about the mini challenge. It just goes straight to maxi challenge. That is crazy. No, mini challenge says it was in episode 1.
The reading challenge?
Yeah.
No, the reading challenge was in episode 2.
I don't know. I trust
These
the
people
wiki.
are wrong.
I trust the wiki.
They're wrong.
I trust the wiki.
They're wrong. I tell you, they're wrong.
Okay.
I trust our viewers. Viewers, who's right, me or Tiff?
So no Aquaria one, but Monet was close. Oh, okay. Thank you.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, right, Aquaria.
But Justin says episode 1 was
What?
reading as fundamental.
Well, so then I was right earlier and wrong now. Fine.
Oh, another episode 1. Just keep repeating it.
Fine, Rowena was wrong. I get it. I'm going to drink, and then I'll forget all about you.
That's so crazy that only one brain cell is about me in your head. But then when we think about it, yeah, that makes complete sense because the other 10 billion brain cells are taking over the world.
Exactly. I'm thinking about myself all the time.
How do I take over the world?
Speaking of... I'm losing this battle, apparently. I will say, though, that you should all look up my June performance schedule and buy tickets to all of my shows. Yeah. Sorry, my shows, our shows. All of the queens in Kingston are at these shows, and the drag kings. And Vinny Von Vinci is coming back for a show, so please get tickets. Vinny will be at the brunch on the 12th.
Yeah, because if I don't have everything up on the webs on dragshow.ca, I will within the next week. But yeah, definitely keep following dragshow.ca because it's just June is going to be a madhouse.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy.
Tiffany's doing 3 shows in 2 days. She's not excited about it.
I am not excited about it. Let's reschedule. Let's rethink this booking.
One of them involves small children.
But I really want to do that one.
Actually, technically, you're doing 4 shows in 2 days because you're doing the all ages Napanee Pride, the 19 plus Napanee Pride, the reading with children, and then the private show.
Bitch, I'm busy.
Bitch, I'm busy. Whoever thought that a Kingston drag queen would have 12 shows in 1 month?
No. Like, if we're going to talk histoire and stuff like that, there were years where I was really happy to do 4 shows in a year. Because, like, you know, I was the only drag queen. There were no gay bars. There were, like, you know, and drag wasn't popular. Drag Race was happening, and I did not submit that tape.
It always comes up.
I didn't submit the tape.
You know, you should let go of your regrets.
You know, it's funny that same situation popped up again because someone's like, "Oh, do you want to submit a video or application for this commercial?"
For that commercial, I did not do that,
and I didn't because I just was like, "Bitch, I'm busy.
I'm too busy. Too busy. Too busy."
So episode 2, Snatch Game.
So
Game. This was interesting because they had to do
two characters because it's All-Star Snatch Game. And it's the all winners, and they're better than everyone else, apparently. So
it was cute because I don't even think they knew that because they brought 2.
Their backup.
They're back because I guess you go in, you're like, here's my 2 personalities.
Who would your 2 characters be?
And you would normally, Rue would be like, and then
Who would your 2 characters be?
Well, I was trying to remember this because my idea is that you take kind of slightly fictional characters, well, not necessarily fictional, but so obscure that you can do anything with them, right? So I'm thinking Laura Secord.
Okay.
Because that's very Canadian.
You just do lots of chocolate references.
And running across fields and stuff. And then who was the other one? I'm not remembering who the other one. Anyway, so what
have
were yours?
3.
You have 3? Oh, okay, well then.
So I would be Anna Delvey.
No idea who that is.
That's okay. I would be Kathleen Turner as Chandler's mom. And no, I would just be Kathleen Turner with all of her different things, because she's just sexy and sultry, and I could be really low voice the entire time. And then my third option is Tyffanie Morgan.
Oh my gosh. So maybe let me think about it. I'm like I couldn't remember who I wanted as a real life type person or something. Like I adore Stevie Nicks, but I'm
surprised no one's been God.
Well, now that we've had the devil. Now that we've had the devil, we can why hasn't anyone done the Philadelphia cream cheese angel?
The Michelin Man. I'm going to be the Michelin Man.
Pillsbury Doughboy. See? Okay. So now
you got to start writing these down.
We got to start writing this shit down.
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord, flats and a blue wig.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I own both now. I didn't own flats before, but I bought flats so that I could imitate Tyffanie Morgan.
She's just realized how good flats are getting from A to B.
Did I tell you about when I was at the open stage this month, is it still May? It's May. The May open stage, I broke my heels. I broke my heels. And I had to wear my flats. But I went from 6-inch platform heels to flats, and I kept losing my balance because I was thrown off by the fact that I was on the ground.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens. So the queens were challenged to do 2 Snatch Game characters. So we had like this weird break in the middle of Snatch Game when they switched. I wonder how long that break actually was. Because Trinity was entirely red and then came back as Leslie Jordan.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Or well, we don't know the order of the record. No, I would think that
it
was
would be
the first
and
one. I
then
think
second.
that would have been, yeah.
So we'll have to go through these characters twice, but there are 8 queens. They each had 2 characters. So the first round of Snatch Game, we had Jada Essence Hall as Prince, Jinx Monsoon as Natasha Lyonne, Monet Exchange as Mike Tyson, Raja as
Madam,
the puppet.
I loved it.
Shea Coulee as someone.
Elsa Majimbo.
Oh, yeah, the TikToker. The fact that TikTokers are now characters that you can play on Snatch Game is sad.
I didn't like it because I didn't know the character. I didn't know.
Yeah. The Viv was Joanne Crawley, which was awesome.
Joanna Lumley.
Lumley, sorry, not Crawley. Lumley. Trinity the Tuck was, of course, Lucy, also known as Lucifer. And Evie Oddly was some screaming bitch.
Rico Nasty.
Yeah, some screaming bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. So first round. Favorites.
Well, Madam, clearly.
Madam, okay.
Yeah. Joanna, but Lucy, I thought that was, so I really, really love Madam. If there was points for that, I would give Madam more points than Lucy, but Lucy was really good.
I loved the idea of playing the devil as an flaming gay character.
Well, it kind of reminded me of Powerpuff Girls, because there is a Lucy in Powerpuff Girls, but not with the big old kind of horns and stuff. So yeah.
I really enjoyed. I thought it was a little strange, and it was kind of just like Trinity the Tuck being Trinity the Tuck as Lucifer, but it worked.
Yeah.
And honestly, finding a character where you can just be yourself is probably the best.
Again, that's quasi it is a fiction. Well, whatever,
I mean, I think we can agree it's a fictional character, but
no one has any personal, they don't. You can do whatever you want with it. That's what I love about it.
Yeah. I also really loved Mike Tyson. I thought that Monet did a very good job.
Yeah, any drag queen doing a hyper masculine man, I don't know. There's something about it.
But she also got the voice, because Mike Tyson has an oddly high pitched voice, and she got that. But the best was definitely Jinx as Natasha Lyonne.
Really?
Yeah. Listening to her describe Jada Essence Hall fucking Monet Exchange as a 4-year-old trying to move a couch had me in tears.
Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Also, the whole thing about, I quit smoking this week. It's not going well.
I didn't say it was going well. No, she definitely... if you are going to give points to someone who's done a study of a personality and tried to do a full on impersonation, I would hand it to Jinx for Natasha for 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Who's messaging you?
Sorry, someone just sent me the rumored cast list for the
Stop sending her private
RuPaul's
messages.
Drag Race Big Brother.
She gets distracted.
I get distracted.
It's 55 minutes into the show.
I get distracted enough without people sending me messages.
I know.
Yeah. So round two. Round two, we had Jada Essence Hall as The Lady Chablis, no idea who the fuck that is.
In the Garden of Good and Evil, you don't know Lady Chablis?
No.
Oh my god.
What is the Garden of Good and Evil? Other than your backyard.
Again, I think that's a 90s kind of quasi-queer reference. Like, the Lady Chablis is a lady.
A lady, really?
Yeah,
Who drinks?
Where is it? It's where does the Garden of Good and Evil take place? Think Atlanta. And
The Garden State.
She's just
New Jersey.
She's just a
Oh,
drag.
wait, Atlanta's in Georgia.
She's I would almost, I don't know if she would identify as trans or not, but she was always mostly as a woman, dressed as a woman, and she was maybe a little bit of a harlot or something too. Anyway, like lady of the night maybe, yeah, the lady. Sorry, I've taken too much time.
I have so many questions.
She is in the book. She is in the movie as herself.
The movie's called The Lady Chablis.
She is a queer character, and I think she even was she was even part of the original murder story.
Send me the movie, and I will watch it.
In the Garden of Good and Evil.
It's called In the Garden of Good and Evil?
Yes.
Okay, text it to me later, and I'll watch it.
Okay.
I'll watch it when I get home.
But I think that, that kind of was seen as a queer film, like at least queer representation in the 90s.
Speaking of queer film, Kingston Pride is presenting 2 movies at Movies in the Square this year.
Oh.
So on June 16th, we're presenting Rocket Man in partnership with Reel Out and Downtown Kingston Business Association. Yes, the Elton John movie. And the week following, we are presenting Mean Girls. So bring all of your quote-alongs with you, because Mean Girls is going to be fun. So moving on, Jinx Monsoon was the one and only Judy Garland, who's dead for a very long time now. Monet Exchange was Martin Lawrence. I had to explain to Brandon that Martin Lawrence often dresses up as female characters in his movies, just like Eddie Murphy does, and plays like multiple roles.
Which one's Martin Lawrence again?
You're going to click on him. Raja was a famous fashion designer named
Diana Vreeland.
Thank you, Diane Vreeland. Shea Coulee was Miss J from Project Runway.
Oh, okay.
Or from America's Next Top Model. America's Next Top Model. The Vivian was the wonderful Catherine Tate from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Donna, and I thought she did a brilliant job, although she didn't get very much airtime.
Dr. Donna. No, because I don't think it was as funny as the rest of them.
I know, but it was a very good character study. As you said, it was an amazing character study.
Yeah.
Trinity was Leslie Jordan in probably, Jinx was my favorite, hands down, but Leslie Jordan was brilliant.
Oh, dear Lord.
And again, another choice that's so close to being herself.
Well, yeah, because they're both kind of
sassy gay white people.
From the South.
From the South. And Evie Oddly was...
This was smart.
The boogeyman.
The boogeyman.
But like dancer. Boogie.
Like, yeah, and he, like sexy boogie.
Sexy boogie. If only she was Mark Wahlberg from Boogie Nights.
Like someone you would think you would probably wake up with an STI from.
Definitely the goddess of Hercules. Definitely the goddess of Hercules.
Boogie Nights.
So, I have my clear favorite from this one, and that was Judy Garland.
Oh, hands down.
There's no question. Judy, she stole the show.
Although Trinity did some really great snapbacks, though.
Especially at the end, where she's like, they changed it to drag queen.
Yeah. May the best woman win.
Which is funny because Jinx, when it was her time, it was best woman win.
Yes, it was. Oh, sorry. Is this my camera? Do we have time for one more song?
Is this my camera?
Do we have time for one more song?
Always one more song. You could tell that all of the other contestants were probably dying of laughter. Jada literally lifted her cards in front of her face to prevent...
Shea Coulee was falling apart. Yeah.
Shea Coulee was laughing, and there were so many close-ups on Jinx that the other contestants were probably literally
I
screaming.
think they, yeah.
Because Michelle was screaming with laughter. And especially when Jinx did the callback for Dave from season 5, who thought that he had murdered Judy Garland. And it was just the most perfect, brilliant piece of comedy I have seen on Snatch Game.
Well, and that's what we would expect from these starlets, these like legend. These are legends.
Yeah.
Legends.
I've now watched Snatch Game 3 times.
These are legends, and to be able to tie it back into previous episodes and previous seasons, like those little things.
Well,
like,
it's what
hello.
RuPaul wants. RuPaul wants Drag Race to become so self-referential that it is its own, like, piece of pop culture.
Which it is. Like,
it is.
Like you, for instance. No.
I know, literally,
those
I can reference RuPaul's Drag Race for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
And my straight friends get so tired of me sometimes because I'm constantly like, oh, that's a Drag Race reference, never mind. Because I have to move on from it.
One of our adoring fans asked us the question, do you think she was trying to be the character from Powerpuff Girls?
I don't know it well enough to know if that's a yes or no, but...
So, who are we talking about?
Satan.
Oh, Lucifer, or
Yeah.
whatever. I think it might have been a quasi-reference, but maybe because it's... I don't know.
It maybe, but I mean, it seems too obscure.
I think she was like, oh, okay, I'm going to do Lucifer. They never said, and they never called him Lucifer and Powerpuff Girls. But I think just took little elements of everything and then merged them together, because she did have kind of the ruffles, I think, which Lucy did on the Powerpuff Girls. But did not have that hairline at all.
Is it bad that I was oddly attracted to Trinity the Tuck as Lucifer?
I'm like, wait, do we have to tell your husband to go onto the patio, get sunbaked, and then you'll get...
You know he won't do that. He's afraid of the sun.
I'm like, do you
He's
need...
like a vampire.
You need the red blistered skin? Okay.
Yeah. I do have red makeup.
You could just turn on a red bulb and everything looks red.
Just put on some mood lighting.
Just put on some mood lighting.
Oh my god, I'll turn our house into the red light district.
Which is basically my back.
Red.
Oh, where's my light? Where's my light? Oh, there it is.
Where is your light?
I don't know. I'm like, where's that? Anyway.
But I mean, almost no one else is worth talking about because Judy stole the show.
I loved how
So
she
much.
was like, because she's like, I felt like I had to ask a friend of mine who does Judy Garland impersonations if I could do it, and I was like, well, that's saying something too. Like, to me, I'm like, that shows something about your character. Yeah, that's interesting.
It really does. It really does.
But it definitely, I think, like, everyone knows that this because they were talking about in season 14 that was the death of that was the death of Snatch Game.
Oh my god, it really was.
And then
this is the reinvigoration of Snatch Game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the winners of this week were obviously, like, there was no other choice, Jinx Monsoon and Trinity the Tuck. But Trinity was blocked, which means she did not win a legendary legend star. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
So Trinity got to the top 2, but did not win the star, which means she does not get the points, and it does not count towards her final total for the lip sync SmackDown for the crown.
Okay. But who won the actual lip sync?
So Jinx and Trinity had to lip sync to the song.
Rumor has it. So what I said earlier about the
This is an expensive song.
This is an
expensive song. It was a weird lip sync song, though. I did not really enjoy this lip sync at all.
No. Trinity the Tuck and Jinx Monsoon do it. No.
No. And I couldn't have really chosen a winner by the end of it. I mean, I was leaning towards Jinx, but I didn't think either of them really did what I would call an amazing lip sync. But also, I think it was just the song's not a great lip sync song. That being said, I actually saw someone lip sync to Rumor Has It on Saturday, and they did a very good job. But rather than like lip sync dance to it, they just walked around and shoved bills in between their boobs.
So Jinx won.
Jinx won, and she blocked Shea Coulee. Expected.
Yeah, because, Jinx was saying in the back room, she's like, I'm going to block someone who's already won a repeater badge.
Now, Monet and Trinity.
Oh, that was interesting.
Have an alliance.
Yes.
And so I think we might see a few more alliances as this goes on.
Well, there was... Well, Jinx, she comes over. Did I hear you talk about an alliance? And they're like, no.
So I wonder if Jinx... So this is just me musing. Do you think that Jinx has gotten over her narcolepsy? Did you know that she was narcoleptic?
I heard references to that.
Yeah. I wonder if she's like on meds now or something. I don't know, but
I don't know. Can you even be on meds for narcolepsy?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
I don't think you can.
Caffeine.
No. I think it's a neurological thing. Yeah. So,
but there are neurological medications.
Yeah, like, electroshock therapy.
Any doctors watching this? Are there medications for narcolepsy?
Neuroscientists. Any neurosurgeons?
Anyone
out there?
who wants to become my sugar daddy and buy me a house, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. No one?
I think you need about 2 or 3 to buy you.
2 or 3 sugar daddies. Ugh.
And that's a lot of management. But talking about management, let's talk about time management.
We are over our allotted time. But I'm really excited for this season based on these first 2 episodes. I think it's going to be very fun.
Like, if I have to watch anything out of, like, I would watch this. Oh, no. I was going to say over Canada's Drag Race Season 3, but...
I mean...
When does that air?
Canada's Drag Race Season 3 should be airing in October.
Oh, we got lots of time.
Lots of time. In fact, I have lots of time in which I can decide which of those 12 queens I want to book to bring to Kingston. I've already decided. Who am I kidding?
All right. And I'm tired. Like,
are you tired?
I'm
tired. I'm working all day.
I've been working all day, working all night.
I was so happy. I went to the gym for the first time in 2 weeks today. It's very nice. Very nice. And then I went and got beer and undid all of that hard work.
Yeah, let's check the calorie counts on Queen of Wheat and Lemon.
There are no calories in Queen of Wheat. It is pure joy.
It's just based on sunshine. Okay, I got you. All right, just like the original Coca-Cola. Okay, gotcha.
Exactly. So my name is Rowena Whey.
And my name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
And you have been listening to What's the Maple Tea? Catch us again next Tuesday as we talk about episode 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 7, which I believe is a ball with a construction challenge. And I won $10 because of that.
Oh my gosh, they're just throwing all those things at
all
them.
the challenges.
So early on in the season.
Well, no one's going home. It's great. There's no risk, only reward.
And your reward is subscribing to our podcast on Apple Podcasts and
or Spotify or Google Podcasts or TuneIn. And you can go to themapletea.ca, of course, or you can go to our websites, rowenaway.com or
Tyffanie.com, Tyffanie.com.
And of course, all of the drag shows in Kingston and surrounding area are on dragshow.ca. And there are 2 drag shows this week in Kingston and the surrounding area. One of them is already sold out, but Drag Bingo on Thursday is not. So come on out. Daft Brewing on Thursday. Drag Bingo. With me, Rowena Whey.
All right. See you later, sweet bees.
Bye.
Bye.